Hey everyone, Michigan1777 here. Just wanted to talk, once again, I had the Wicked Cushions prototype essentially for the WH-1000XM2s from Sony, and I just wanted to provide an update. I have been using them the past week, and I wanted to give everyone just basically an update on how I feel about them. So I have the original pads right here, and immediately the big difference I have is these are a little bit more plush. They're not as, I wouldn't say they're as thick, they're just more plush. You see that the give on these is quite nice. It takes a little while to come back. These are the Wicked Cushions, and you see that it comes back a lot faster. These are a firmer pad. What I do like about these though are the depth, and that's one thing that, sorry for that clanking, my microphone obviously, but the depth on these are a little bit nicer. There's more of a circumference around the insides of the pad itself, and it feels really nice on the head. The only thing I wish is that they were a little bit more plush, and that is the nice thing about the prototype, and that I'm actually going to be reaching back out to them, probably showing them this video. If they can make them more plush, I'm actually going to tell them they should increase the depth just about a ½ centimeter, because as the plushness increases, it's going to smush against your face more, because these tend to have a little bit more of a clamping force naturally. So if I can do that, that would probably be good. I also really like the pleather material. It's very nice. As you might have noticed, this is a little less textured versus the other one. And as a whole too, I noticed a lot of people were talking about the other earpads that I had installed on the XM2s, the thicker ones. They talked about the struggles that they were having with noise canceling and whatever else. These have pretty much alleviated that. These are almost the exact same dimensions as the original earpads, just a little bit taller, but not by much. I actually went out and measured everything to see if they were basically the same, and yeah, essentially they were. I'd gone through and actually did some measurements and whatnot and analyzed the two pads side by side. And as someone with a big head, I'm trying to talk to Wicked Cushions and let them know that while I do like these pads, I would like to try and get some for people with bigger heads. I think that's the biggest complaint with some of these pads right now on the XM2s and even the XM3s is people who have big heads don't find these to be the most comfortable because their ears don't fit in them. And I can confirm that is my issue right now. I did let my other friends try it. I've put 27 hours into these just this past week, just in these ear pads, just to give them a try so that I could give feedback. I also gave another 5 hours to a couple friends who are more normal sized people. I'm 6'5", you know, so I'm gonna naturally have a larger head, I'm gonna have bigger ears. Well, my other friends are the average height, 5'10", and then I gave it to another girl who's 5'5", smaller ears, and then the other ones had, you know, medium ears, and they said these were very comfortable ear pads. They had no problems with them. The clamping force was okay. I, on the other hand, had more clamping force than they did because of my naturally bigger head. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to reach out to Wicked Cushions, and the intention is to hopefully, and I'm going to tell them, I'm hoping that I'll be able to actually increase the overall size of the ear pad just a little bit. What I want to do is raise the earpiece about a ½ centimeter on top and bottom, which will also raise the top and bottom about a ½ centimeter this way, and then increase the size from left to right about a ½ centimeter this way and this way, which will also increase the outside this way. This could have adverse effects on noise canceling, and I do understand that, but it will also allow for people with bigger ears to naturally have a better fit. And I'm hoping that they'll put out a big ear option for these, because obviously I want to wear these in comfort. For someone who has a regular sized head, they don't have a problem with that. For me, I do. In extended periods of time, my ears get warm because they're all crammed in there, while someone who has a normal sized head might not have that issue. So if I can get them to do that, that'd be great. I'm going to reach back out to them, let them know. In the meantime, I'm going to keep using these, keep feeding you updates from what Wicked Cushions has told me, and hopefully, you know, we'll be able to get some really solid ear pad replacements for this headset. So far, I would say these are just about perfect. Maybe if they were just a smidge more plush, they would be definitely better than these. I mean, they're already more comfortable depth-wise than these, but just not quite as plush. So there's a little bit too much clamping force due to that lack of plushness. But once that gets fixed, which I have no doubt Wicked Cushions will do, it'll be okay. But as a whole, I'm really pleased with this first effort, and I hope that Wicked Cushions keeps trying out. If you have any other recommendations, any other questions, please leave them in the comments. I really want to hear them, and I hope you all have a great evening, great day, and please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll keep you all up to date on what's going on. Thank you, and have a good one.